In this video lecture, let us study how to select a fin, what are the different shapes in the fins, and how once we are having a fin, how to evaluate the fin performances. So far we have studied what are the different heat transfer effect that is taking place with the long fin, short fin, and insulated fin. Here, in this video lecture, let us understand what is the dimensional analysis, dimensional analysis that are applied for free and forced convection, free and forced convection. So, before starting the actual derivation, one should be understanding or noting what are those parameters or which are uh, the fundamental dimensions that are taken. Here, the fundamental dimensions taken are four. They are L, which stands for length, stands for L, M for the mass, T for the time, and theta for the temperature difference, right? Because we are talking here in a HMT, so a theta plays a very important role over here. So if I have to mention the length, which is quantified in meter, we are giving L as the parameter. Similarly, for density, which is a kg per meter cube, it has been mentioned, we can use as a ml cube, or it can be as ml to the power minus 3. If for the viscosity, for the viscosity, we can use this as a kg per meter second, or it can be mentioned as a mlt, that is equal to ml to the power minus 1 t to the power minus 1. Similarly, if this j is required, that is a nothing but specific heat, we can use that as a, which is a Newton meter. We can use that as a kg meter per second square into meter, or we can write it as a kg meter square per second square, and this is given as a m l to the power 2 and t to the power minus 2. Similarly, if I have to use what is thermal conductivity is given as, we know the unit is a watt per meter degree centigrade. To mention that one, we can also write as a joule per second, watt as a joule per second by meter per degree second, meter degree centigrade. So joule we have already derived, that is a, in the earlier step, ml to the power 2 and t to the power minus 2 divided by second is a t, and into here it is a, for the meter we use L and theta, and on simplification, if you simplify here, we will get that as a m L t to the power minus 2 and t to the power minus 2 and theta to the power minus 1. Similarly, if I have to see Cp value, let us do it in the next slide. So, for the Cp value, if I have to find out what is that, that is nothing but kilojoule per kg degree centigrade, and this is given as m L to the power 2 and t to the power 2 by kg. Kg we know that is a meter, and this is a theta. So on simplification, this meter get cancels over here, and we'll get that as a L to the power 2 t to the power minus 2 and theta to the power minus 1. So these are the basic things required for any derivation, whether it's a free convection or forced convection. Now let us start the dimensional analysis for free convection. Now we are using the free convection for our derivation. So to start with, let us assume that the heat transfer coefficient in a fluid circulation caused by buoyancy force due to density variation. So here we are considering the buoyancy force, right? And this is due to density difference. This is due to density difference and or density variation occurring by the temperature difference. So the number of variable, we have number of variable that are 7. What are that? If I have to see the, I can use the number of variable as a, because h is a one heat transfer coefficient to be found out, then which is a and for heat transfer coefficient the functions are diameter, rho, viscosity, thermal conductivity, Cp, and just now we told the buoyancy force, which is given as a Bg into delta T. So here I can write the H is a function of diameter, density, mu, K, Cp, and buoyancy force. And buoyancy force. So the buoyancy force Bg delta T can be given as a L to the Lt to the power minus 2. So here the number of variables, if you can see, the number of variables are 7. And the fundamental, we have the fundamental dimensions. Not in the FM we are using that as a 3, but here it is a 4 because we have included theta, which is temperature difference, because we are talking about the heat transfer, and for that one this is a very much essential requirement. Similarly, if I have to see what is the number of terms, number of number of pi terms, number of pi terms, then we can see that number of pi terms as 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3. So that is equal to 3. 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3. So we have to define now 3 pi terms, that is a pi 1, pi 2, and pi 3. Let us define one by one. So if I have to define pi 1, first term, right, it is a diameter to the power A1, density to the power B1, mu, right, kinematic viscosity to the power C1, and K to the power D1, and Cp value. Similarly, pi 2, it is a d to the power a to the power 2, rho, that is to the power b to the power 2, and mu, that is c2, and k to the power d2, and I am taking the buoyancy force Bg delta T. Similarly, pi 3, if I have to see, that is a d to the power a cube, and here rho to the power b cube, b suffix 3, and here mu to the c3, and k to the not power, it is a suffix d3, and h value. So we have got all the 3 pi terms. Now using the first equation to solve, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. So solving for pi 1 term. To solve the pi 1 term, let us use on the left hand side, it is a 10 to the power 0, L to the power 0, and T to the power 0, and theta to the power 0. That is equal to L. So dimension of diameter is L to the power A1, M, L to the power 3, that is d1. Then for viscosity we have m L to the power minus 1, T to the power minus 1, C. Then, right, to the K value, if I use that as a M L T minus 3 to the power theta to the minus 1 as a D1, and CP value in dimensional analysis we write as a L to L square T to the power minus 2 and theta to the power minus 1. Now equating, right, equating for a m. If we equate a m on the both the sides, on this left hand side we have 0, then here I have a1 has no terms. For b1 I have b1 plus c1 plus d1, right. So similarly, if I do for L, it is a on left hand side 0, and so this I can name as a, right, for the first 5 terms. So here L is equal to 0. On other side it is a, I have what, right, a1 minus 3b1 minus c1 plus d1 plus 2. Oh, you understood from where I got. So L here it is a L. If you see here, L here it is a 0. Here if you see L minus 3, that has been brought over here. Here L is minus 1. That's why minus C1, right? Minus 1 into C1. And similarly here minus 3, right? L is 1, sorry. L is 1. So that's why I written D1. And here L is 2. That's why it has been written here. I hope that is clear. Let us do the next one is a T1, and I can actually name this as a B. So coming over to the T1, T1, I can write T1 as, on the equating 0 on the left hand side is equal to minus C1, then minus 3D1 minus 2. That is, I have named that as a C, equation C. And for equating theta 1, on left hand side is 0, and on right hand side is minus d1 minus 1, and I named this as a equation number D. So on simplification, if you can see, if I start with the D, I'll get the d1 is equal to 1. So I got the first value d1 is equal to 1. And if I substitute that d1 value over in the C equation, if I substitute on the equation C, what I'll get? I'll get that as a 0 is equal to minus C1 plus 3 minus 2, or I will get that as a 0 is equal to minus C1 plus 1, or I can simply write C1 is equal to 1. Right? So I got a D value, I got C value. Substituting the C1 value in the equation A, what I'll get? That is a 0 on the left hand side is equal to B1 plus 1 minus 1, and B1 will become a 0. So I got the B1 value. So to lastly, I left with the A1 value. If I substitute in the equation B of above, I can get the term, that is equal to 0 is equal to a1 minus 0 minus 1 minus 1 plus 2, that is equal to a1 is equal to 0. So I got all the terms, that is a1, b1, c1 and d1. So if I substitute over here on first equation, I'll get phi1 is equal to mu Cp k to the power minus 1, or I can also get this as a phi 1 is equal to mu Cp by k, and this is the first dimensionless number, and we call this as a Prandtl number. We call this as a Prandtl number. In shorter, we write this as a PR. So I have to do for the rest of the pi terms. Let us do for the pi 2 terms. For pi 2 term, for pi 2 term, if I have to do, that is pi 2 is equal to d to the power a2 rho to the power b2 mu to the power c2 k to the power t2 and bg delta t. On left hand side, it is m to the power 0, l to the power 0, t to the power 0 and theta to the power 0. On the right hand side, I have l a to the power 2, m l minus 3 b2, and on the third term, if I use m l minus 1 t minus 1 to c2, and the last for the d2 term, I can write that as a m l minus t to the power minus 3 and theta to the power minus 1 with the d2 d2, and lastly the buoyancy force I can write as a lt to the power minus 2. Now our next job is to equate the things. For equating the things, I can write m equating on the both sides. Left hand side 0, on the right hand side I have got b2 plus c2 plus d2, and I can name this as once again equation number 1 or a. I'll name this as a for the pi 2 term. Similarly, I have to do for L is 0 is equal to a2 minus 3b2 minus c2 plus d2 plus 1. So I've got the equation of B for the pi 2 term. Similarly, equating T, I'll get 0 is equal to minus c2 minus 3d2 minus 2, and I'll get this as a equation number C. This as a equation number C. And the fourth one, that is theta. If I do 0 is equal to minus d. I hope you understood how to equate it, and we have done this in a FM subject also, and I do name this as a d. So if I substitute d2 in a equation, so here from this one it is very clear d2 is equal to 0, right? d2 is equal to 0. If I equate that, use that one in the um, equation number C, we'll get the value of a C2, that is good one. So equating d2, equating using d2 is equal to 0 in the second equation, in the third equation, I'll get that as a 0 is equal to minus a c2 and 0 minus 2, or c2 I'll get that as a minus 2. Substituting c2 in equation number 1 in in the equation number a, I'll get that as a 0 is equal to b2 minus 2 plus a 0, or it has been given as a b2 is equal to 2. So substituting b2 value, c2 value, so I'm going to substitute b2 value, c2 value and d2 value in equation um, B of the second pi 2 term. I'll get that as a 0 is equal to u2 minus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1, or a2 is equal to 3. I'll get as a a2 is equal to 3. So here I got already u2 is equal to 2 and c2 is equal to minus 2. So here substituting all these things, I got a value. Therefore, I can write a pi 2 term as a L to the power 3 rho to the power that density to the power 2 viscosity to the power minus 2 k to the power 0 and buoyancy force. In short, I can write this as a pi2 term is equal to n cube rho square by mu square into Bg delta t, because k to the power 0 is equal to 1. It goes. And I can, in short, I can also modify this as a L cube by mu square also by Bg delta t, and this is nothing but Grashof number. So pi 2 term is a Grashof number. We are left with the pi 3 term. Let us do that one in the next slide. So coming to the pi 3 terms, to see what is the pi 3 terms. Right, pi 3 is equal to d to the power d3 rho to the power d3 mu to the power c3 k to the power d3 and h value. So here this is a d is nothing but L to the power a cube m L minus 3 to the power d3, then it is a m L minus 1 to the power t to the power minus 1 and c3, and here it is a ml, right? Ml. So I see what is the term. I'll get a ml. That is what the third term, 1, 2, 3, fourth term, k value, and k value you have given ml, ml t to the power minus 3 and theta to the power minus 1 to the d3, and left with the last one, it is a ml to the power 3 and theta to the power minus 1. So here on equating, I can write that as a, for m it is equal to 0 is equal to b3 plus c3 plus d3 plus 1 is equal to 1. That is the equation number A for the pi 3 term. Similarly, for L, if I write on the left hand side it is 0. On the right hand side, if I take this one, A3 minus 3D3 and C3 minus 3D3. Right, it is the equation number B I get. Similarly, for the third one, time I shall use, that is equal to 0 is equal to minus C3 minus 3 d to the power 3 to the power minus 3. So that is the equation number 3, or I can write this as the equation number C, and theta is equal to 0 is equal to minus d1 d3 minus 1. So from it is very clear, from the fourth equation, if I number this as d, this I can tell that as a d3 is equal to minus 1. And also if I put d3 is equal to minus 1, right, c1 uh, substitute d3, if I substitute in the earlier equation, right, so I can get the value of in the second equation I'll get that as a c3 is equal to 0. Then substituting both the d3 and c3 value in the next one, I can get a d3 value, uh, not d3 value, I can get a b3 value. So if I use that one, I get a b3 value is equal to 0. Substituting b3 value to be 0 and other parameters which have been given. So, right, I can write that as a 0 is equal to a3 plus 0 plus 0, and here it is a minus 1, right? Therefore, a3 is equal to 1. That is the phi 3 term. I can tell that as a d to the power 1, rho to the power 0, mu to the power 0, k to the power 1, and h. So on simplification, I can write that as a phi 3 is equal to h d by k. And I can also write it as a hl by k. And hl by k is a name as a Nusselt number. Is a given as a Nusselt number. And Nusselt number, in short, we are writing NU. So the function of phi 1, phi 2, phi 3 as, or I can write as a phi 3 is a function of phi 1 and phi 2. Therefore, Nusselt number is function of Prandtl number and Reshov number. Or I can also write as a Nusselt number is equal to constant. If I use, that is a Reshov to the power m, Reshov to the power m, and Prandtl to the power n. So this is the final equation that we can use for a free convection. In the coming slide, let us see how to do it for the forced convection. Let us now understand how to do the dimension analysis that is applied for the forced convection heat transfer. Similar the way what we have done for the free convection, let us assume that heat transfer coefficient, right? The heat transfer coefficient H is a function of a fully developed force convection in a tube is a function of the following variable. That is a function of diameter, rho, viscosity, k value, velocity. Instead of a buoyancy force, we take velocity and Cp and H value. So dg delta t, the buoyancy force has been replaced by velocity here over here. So the total number of variables is n is equal to 7 and fundamental dimensions m is equal to 4 and number of dimensional parameters, that is 5 terms, if I to find, that is a n minus m, that is equal to 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. So f is equal to function of phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3, that is equal to 0. Arbitrarily choosing d, rho, mu, k as a core group. If I arbitrarily choose this as a core group, then repeating variables we have for the 5 terms, repeating variable that we have for 5 terms is a phi 1 is equal to d to the power a1, rho to the power b1, mu to the power c1, k to the power d1, and v. Similarly, phi 2 is equal to d to the power a2, rho to the power b2, mu to the power c2, and k to the power d2 and cp. Similarly, phi 3 term is equal to d to the power a3, rho to the power b3, mu to the power c3, and k to the power d3 with the h value. And we have already done all the parameters that is required. Only velocity, I think we have not done for the dimensional analysis, the pre-conversion. To brush up the thing, we'll write all the parameters once again. So D is written as L rho. This is the same thing what we have used for a pre-conversion. M L to the power 3 mu, it is given as m L to the power minus 1, t to the power minus 1, and k is equal to m l t minus 3 with theta to the power minus 1. Velocity is given as L t to the power minus 1 and Cp is given as a L, the CPL is given as a um, L to the power 2, L to the power 2, theta to the t to the power minus 2 and theta to the power minus 1. Similarly, H value is m cube L to the L is not there here. It is a t to the power minus 3 and t to the power minus 1. So, for using 5 terms of first convention that I have used, that is a m0, L0, T0 and theta to the power 0. That is equal to L is a function of E1, m L minus 3 to the power B1, m L minus 1, t minus 1 to the power C1 and m L t to the power minus 3 and theta to the power minus 1 is b1, then L t minus 1. Equating on the both sides, we get n is equal to 0, that is equal to b1 plus c1 plus d1. Equating L is equal to 0, we get a1 minus 3b1 minus c1 plus b1 plus 1. Equating t is equal to 0, we will get as a minus c1 minus 3 d1 minus 1. Equating theta is equal to 0, we will get that as a 0 is equal to d1. From here you can see d1 is equal to 0 means if I substitute this value d1 into this equation, what we have done in the free connection, we will get c1 is equal to minus 1. If I substitute the d1 and c1 value over here, I'll get d1 value is equal to 1 and a1 value will be 1 here. So I can use these terms and I can write that as a phi 1 term. So if I have to see the phi 1 term, right, I'll get this as phi 1 is equal to d to the power 1, rho to the power 1, mu to the power minus 1, k to the power 0 and p. In short, I can write this as a d rho v by mu, that is nothing but Reynolds number. For phi 2 terms, for phi 2 terms, if I have to check that one, that is a m to the power 0, L to the power 0, t to the power 0 and theta to the power 0. I'll get that as a L to the power a2 and this one as a m L minus 3 to the power b2, m L minus 1, t1 minus 1 to the power c2 and m L t to the power minus 3 theta to the power minus 1 to b2 and there's a L, right? There's a, I can write that as a this one I can write here as a L to the power 2 t to the power minus 2 and theta to the power minus 1. Equating m is equal to 0 on left hand side, that is equal to 0 is equal to b2 plus c2 plus d2. L on the left hand side 0 is equal to a2 minus 3 b2 minus c2 plus d2 plus 2. So this is the equation number 1, this is the equation number 2, and t, if I write here t is equal to 0, I can write that as a minus c2 minus 3 d2 minus 2, right? So that we can name as a equation number 3, and theta is equal to 0 minus t d2 minus 1. I get a equation number 4. You carefully check d2 is a d2 is nothing but minus a 1. If you can see better a very this one, you can write that one as a d2, right? We can write that as a d2 is equal to d2 is equal to minus 1. Similarly, therefore c2, if I write the, if you carefully see here, I can write c2 is equal to 1, b2 will become 0, and a2 is equal to 0. Therefore, pi 2 term will be d to the power 0, rho to the power 0, mu to the power 1, k to the power minus 1, and cp. In short, I can write that as a mu cp by k, and this is nothing but Prandtl number PR. For pi 3 terms, if I to see, that is a m0, l0, t0, and theta to the power 0. It is l to the power a3, ml to the power 3 to b3, ml minus 1, t minus 1 to the power c3, with c3, c3, then m l minus 3 to the power theta to the power minus 1 whole to the power d3 and m l minus 3, no, not this one, this is a uh, m t to the power m t to the power minus 3 theta to the power minus 1, theta to the power minus 1. So if I to see that when m is equal to 0, that will become b3 plus c3 plus d3 plus 1, l is equal to 0, that will become a3 minus 3d3 minus c3 plus d3, and for t is equal to 0, this will become minus c3 minus 3d3 minus 3, and for a theta is equal to 0, we get a minus d3 minus 1. So here we can see d3 is equal to minus 1. Substituting in the earlier equation for c3, we get a minus c3, right? Minus c3 minus 3 into minus 1 into minus 3 is equal to 0. So c3 is equal to 0. Then b3 plus 0 minus 1 plus 1, however, b3 is equal to 0 value. Therefore, and substituting on the other equation, a3 plus 0 minus 1 is equal to a3 is equal to 1. Therefore, phi 3 term is equal to d to the power 1 rho to the power 0, mu to the power 0, k to the power minus 1, and h is equal to d1 k to the power minus 1 and h. So pi 3 term is equal to h d by k, and we name that as a Nusselt number, and it is given in the form of mu. For the equation, f is equal to pi 1, pi 2, and pi 3 as, or we can write as pi 3 is equal to function of pi 2 and pi 3. Proceeding, here we can get a hd by k is equal to function of rho vd by mu into mu cp by k. That is nothing but Nusselt number is a function of Reynolds number and Prandtl number, or Nusselt number is c to the power re to the power n and Prandtl to the power n, where m is not equal to n. C, m, n are constants and have to be determined experimentally. So let us see some of the uh, physical significance in our next video.